ultimately someone has to win and it's a game and I've done well getting this far, blah, blah, blah. Look, I just want to win.
Bob? Bob, we have to go.
It was Bob, the 37-year-old truck driver, who last week was wrong with his suspicion about the mole, and he was eliminated.
It's been a pleasure meeting you. It has been a pleasure doing the show, mate.
He leaves behind 3 people. One of them will soon be revealed as the traitor who's secretly preventing everyone from winning money. One of them will walk away with nothing, and the other will be revealed as the winner of the entire prize kitty, more than $100,000.
To be quite honest, I can't see myself winning, but I ain't got this far. I'm in the final.
To be so close to winning is just blowing my mind. I could have over $100,000 in my pocket very, very soon.
I'll be a little angry if I don't win. And there's no such thing as runner-up. There's loser and winner in this game.
Which of them will win the money? And which of them is the traitor?
Morning.
Only time will tell.
How are we off?
First, we have an assignment, and it could earn them $5,000.
These are 3 heart rate monitors. Now just make sure that you're not under any undue stress. This goes around your chest, just below your heart.
Okay.
The breast line there.
Their assignment will be to control their heart rates. Elena's rate at the moment is 106 beats per minute. Crystal's is about the same, and Mark's is 83. For $5,000, they must all keep their rates below 150, while they each complete a different task.
Elena, that's your bit of light exercise. Would you care to read it out to the others?
Capture and release a wild snake.
Crystal Rose?
Yes. Thank you. What is it? Have a close encounter with a leopard shark.
And last, but believe me, mate, not least,
I think. Remove the eggs from the nest of a saltwater crocodile.
good luck with it all. When you get back, I'll be seeing how you went with your heart rates. See you when you return.
Mark's task is to take the eggs from the nest of a very protective female crocodile. And while he's doing it, he must keep his heart rate below 150 beats per minute.
Mark.
Andrew Young, mate. Welcome to the farm.
Thank you very much.
See many live crocs, Mark?
Not one.
Mate, I've got a big fella right behind you. Check this bloke out.
It's okay.
He's one of the boys. But we're going to get a little bit closer to some of the little girls down the back. We're going to get some eggs out of the nest.
Great.
All right, mate. Yeah. Let's go to it.
Elena's task is to capture a snake that's been seen somewhere inside this garage, and she too must keep her heart rate below 150.
I've been told you've come to catch it, remove it, and then hopefully let it go. I brought a few photos that we might hopefully identify the snake before you get into it.
Okay.
It's been described as just having a plain colour.
Okay.
And it had white lips.
Right.
Now, there's several species that it could be. A water python, sort of common in this area. It can grow quite large and if it bites, it hurts, but it's not venomous. A slightly grey snake, which is a very similar looking animal, you'd agree, with pale lips. Again, it's not venomous, but a very painful bite. But unfortunately, it could be one of these, a taipan, the world's most dangerous snake.
Oh, excellent.
Okay.
Crystal's task is to scuba dive in a shark tank. To complete her assignment, she must touch a leopard shark.
At the moment, my heart rate's actually really good. It's 98. And I'm a bit nervous about these reef sharks, though. They don't look very nice to me. I'm up to 100. Just got to touch one of the leopard sharks, and we're home and hosed if I'm under 150, which looks like I probably will be.
Crystal's confident she can keep her heart rate down. but she's yet to get into the tank, let alone reach out and touch a shark.
It doesn't look like it's over here at all.
It's unlikely that the snake Elena's looking for will be a taipan, but she can't be sure.
Oh, God, I thought that was the snake there.
If her heart rate ever goes above 150 beats a minute, she'll lose the team $5,000.
There are lots of pretend reptiles in here. No, doesn't look like he's in there either. I think I better check these cupboards properly. Okay. Oh, yep, he's in there.
It's not a taipan. It's a water python, and although it's not venomous, it can give a nasty bite.
Oh, it's disgusting. It's like wriggling along. Ugh.
Elena's heart is already pounding, but to complete the assignment, she has to handle the snake.
Maybe if I just touch it like that first. Okay. I really so don't want to do this. Oh.
There he is.
Yuck. No, I would not have wanted to do that. No.
You want to hold the sharp end away? Do you want to have a pat?
That way or that way? Just.
Either way, just.
Oh, yuck. Oh, it's disgusting. I hate reptiles.
The assignment isn't yet over for Elena. She must handle the snake.
I'm sorry, little snakey.
And her last chance will be when it's released into the wild.
This is the best part about removing them from people's houses, letting them go.
Oh, no, don't put it around me.
Okay.
No. Okay, just where should I hold it? Just.
Hold it there. Hold it. Just if you give it support.
She's handling the snake, so she's completed her task. But her heart is going berserk. If it's gone over 150, they'll miss out on $5,000.
No, that's pushing it. I'm not going to kiss the snake.
Crystal, meanwhile, is about to go scuba diving with leopard sharks.
So we've got plenty there inside there?
She too has to keep her heart rate below 150.
Already?
This is the first time that Crystal's ever been scuba diving, and it's in a tank full of sharks.
Oh, what was that?
Her heart rate's edging up over 130, and she's yet to touch one of the sharks.
Oh, here it comes. Oh, get it away. Just. No. Oh, yuck. This is so.
She's touched a shark, but her heart's still racing, and she's about to get a very nasty shock.
Heart rate's 126. Anyway.
Crystal has been bitten, or at least nipped, by a very junior shark.
Can we get out of here? I was bitten by the shark. Can we get out?
The shark bite isn't dangerous, but her heart rate has gone through the roof.
I just want to get out there because I don't want to taste my blood. Oh my God.
Chances are Crystal will survive her shark attack, but the question is, did her heart rate stay below 150?
Ow.
It's now Mark's turn for his assignment at the Cairns Crocodile Farm.
See a large mound of dirt with a female crocodile laying beside it.
Yep.
And what she's doing is protecting between 30 and 90 eggs. And we're going to go and get them. And it's pretty dangerous. They attack and they're very quick over a short distance.
Harvesting eggs is a routine operation at the croc farm, but the crocodiles are unpredictable and they're likely to be aggressive. Mark's heart is already racing.
What she's doing is protecting between 30 and 90 eggs.
Mark's task is to take the eggs from a crocodile nest.
It's pretty dangerous. They attack and they're very quick over a short distance.
Well, I don't really want to do it, to tell you the truth.
That's an opportunity of a lifetime. Not many people get to do it.
I'm not looking at it as an opportunity at the moment. I'm looking at it as a possibility of having some serious damage done to me.
If Mark doesn't even attempt his assignment, the team will miss out on $5,000. But he can change his mind at any time.
I'll show you how it's done.
All right.
We're just going to move this little female. She hasn't got a nest, so she's not that aggressive, so we'll get her in the water. So,
Okay.
just using the tree. Come on, darling. Sit behind the tree and she can't get me. Keep tapping her and she'll go in the water eventually. Come on. Come on, darling.
Even behind the safety fence, Mark's heart is pounding at 120 beats per minute.
Go, sweetheart. Now she goes. She's off.
No way. Not a chance in the world. Not only is it a crocodile, it's a mother protecting eggs.
Unless Mark enters the croc enclosure at some stage, he'll have failed his assignment and they'll have no chance of winning the money.
Yeah, we'll just leave her there. Watch her. Very protective, very aggressive. So, she's in the water now. We're just going to bust the egg chamber open.
Harvesting eggs is regularly done at the croc farm. The eggs will be put into an incubator, hatched, and the baby crocs will be grown and farmed for their skin and meat.
You're doing very well, Andrew. Keep it up.
The animal's a little bit passive in the water at the moment. Feel comfortable if I come over and get you?
No.
Bring you in here?
No, thank you.
You sure?
I'm 100% positive.
Lifetime opportunity. You're missing out.
I've got a very good view of it from here, thanks.
Time is running out for Mark. All he needs to do is step into the enclosure.
Mark, we only got a few eggs left. Sure you don't want to have another go?
I'm sure. Thanks, Andrew.
Oh, God. You can see she's sitting there quite passive at the moment, so be your best opportunity.
No, thanks. Just blown $5,000. I'm not risking my safety, though. Not with these ladies.
Mark's lost the team $5,000, so the other two have gone through their assignments for nothing. But of course, they don't know that yet.
Hello there.
Hello.
Well, after your little bit of light exercise, how you feel?
Good.
Good?
Good.
Yeah, I feel pretty good.
That's good. So let's have a look at how you went. First up, we have Elena. Elena, the snake lady. Your target was 150, Elena, and you stayed just under.
Well done.
Elena's heart rate peaked twice at 145. Once when she thought she'd found the snake.
Oh, God, I thought that was the snake there.
And again when she touched it for the first time.
Well done. Very, very cool under pressure. Nice work. Here we have Crystal Rose, the shark lady. Crystal Rose manages to stay well under. There's a bit of excitement around here, Crystal Rose.
I got nipped by a shark.
Since when do sharks nip?
Well, if it was a bite, I wouldn't have a finger, but it was a nip, and I think he thought my finger was a prawn or something.
When the shark nipped her, Crystal's heart rate shot up, but only to 136, well below the 150 limit.
Did it hurt at all? It hurts, yeah. Yeah. I got bitten by a shark. I got nipped by a shark.
Crystal Rose bitten by a shark and lived to tell the tale.
Right.
Congratulations. Very, very cool. I can't believe that you stayed under 150 through that. Lastly, Mark.
This is a crocodile egg, and do you know how hard I had to work to get this? Not very hard at all. I didn't go in.
You didn't do it? Serious?
I didn't do it.
hero.
Excuse me.
I know.
A female crocodile protecting a nest of eggs. There was absolutely no way I was going in there. No way.
I wouldn't have done it either.
Still pretty scary on the other side of the fence, Grant.
Was it?
Yeah.
Mark lost the group $5,000. Was it the work of the mole, or was it a very clever double bluff?
I didn't do my part of the assignment. I had a genuine fear. But I also didn't do it because I wanted Elena to think that I was the mole. No way.
So which one of them is the mole? Is it Mark who failed his assignment, or is it one of the girls?
The way today's challenge panned out clearly indicates to me that Crystal Rose, even though she swam with the shark, is the mole, because she knew that either Elena or myself or both of us would not do our end of the bargain. That's my theory. It could be wrong.
They missed out on $5,000, but they have one more assignment left, one more chance to add money to their prize kitty. And this, their final assignment, will be a game of chance.
Welcome to your last assignment. This is it. In front of you is $15,000 worth of chips from your kitty, $5,000 each. We're going to play a card game. I'm going to ask a series of questions. I'll put the multiple choice answers out in front of you. You bet on the answer. For every correct answer, you'll win triple your money. Question 1.
In what European city?
I hate geography. Sorry.
Mark will be answering this one. Would you find the Tivoli Gardens?
Copenhagen. Amsterdam. Rome. Vienna.
I'm doing 800 on Amsterdam.
800 on Amsterdam.
Okay.
Wow, okay. I'm going 600.
300 there. 300 there. You're going Rome?
Yeah, I might actually put one on Vienna.
Okay.
Just to be safe. Oh no, I'll put 2.
No more bets?
So where are the Tivoli Gardens? There's $2,200 riding on it.
The correct answer?
Where would you find the Tivoli Gardens? They have $2,200 riding on their answer.
The correct answer? Copenhagen.
3 of their bets lost $1,900, but Mark's bet paid out $900. It's a net loss for the team of $1,000.
Thank you.
Good you, moneybags.
Up until 1911, the Northern Territory capital city of Darwin, a bit more geography, was known by what name? Pitt Town, Salisbury, Palmerston and Hanover.
I think Palmerston.
That's what I was thinking too. What do you think about Salisbury?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Pitt Town because it just sounds like it wouldn't be
Would
that.
be
500? And 500.
Okay.
1,000 on reds.
I'm going to go 4 and 2.
I'm going to go 3 on Pitt Town. Put a couple there.
No more bets?
No more bets.
The correct answer is, in fact, Palmerston.
Good work.
Their answer has won $1,500 for the prize kitty.
Thank you.
Geography. The northeast corner of South Australia is called what? Haddon Corner. Surveyor General's Corner. Popal's Corner. Cameron Corner. Place your bets.
I think it's named, you know, obviously after somebody. Could have been named after 2 people. Surveyor and General.
It could be. It would be silly to discount anything at this stage except that suggestion.
I'm doing 4 on Hayden.
Well, I'm going to put my money on Surveyor General.
You go, girl.
Okay.
3 on Cameron, and I might put another one on Hayden.
You want to put it on Surveyor General, don't you?
I do, but I'm not going to.
The correct answer is Haddon Corner.
Well done.
Well done, chicken.
It's another big win. $1,700 into the kitty with 2 more questions to go.
Which of these countries, not geography,
Was the last to join the United Nations.
Kazakhstan, Switzerland, Portugal, Cuba?
I'm going to go 700 on Cuba.
I want a $1,000 bet on something.
You do it.
You do it.
Damn it. I'm going to put 500 on Kazakhstan and 500 on Cuba.
Yeah.
No, in fact, I'm going to put it all on Portugal.
Okay, I'll put 5 on Kazakhstan. Can you do that for me, please? And 5 on Cuba.
They've bet a total of $3,000 out of their prize kitty on Kazakhstan, Portugal and Cuba.
The correct answer? Switzerland.
Damn.
It's real money they've just lost. $3,000 gone in an instant.
The final question in the final assignment of the mole. This is your last chance to win any money. I suggest you take advantage of it. Good luck.
Which one of these actors stroke actresses is famous by their original name?
Okay.
Winona Ryder, Tom Cruise, Sharon Stone, Nicolas Cage. Place your bets.
I'm thinking Winona Ryder.
Yeah, I think Nicolas Cage has changed his. I think it's Tom Cruise.
It's not Sharon Stone, is it?
No, she's changed hers.
But Cruise is like, you know, sailing, and he's like cruising because he's famous and got lots of money.
I'm going to go 4 on Tom and 600 on Winona.
Well, there we go. I'm putting 900 on Tom.
500 on Winona. 500 on Tom.
They've bet $2,900 that it's Winona Ryder and Tom Cruise who've kept their original names.
I can't look.
It's okay. It's all right, Mark.
The correct answer, the final question, Sharon Stone.
The last question, and they've blown it. Overall, instead of winning money, they lost a total of $5,000. It's brought their prize kitty down from $113,000 to $108,000.
To blow $5,000 in a casino didn't really sink in for me. I want a $1,000 bet on something.
You do it. Do it.
Damn it. When you just see the chips, it's hard to imagine that you've actually thrown away $5,000.
It doesn't really seem like real money, but we had a good time blowing it, so that's the main thing.
Your value of money just becomes totally different to what it was before we started this show. Now it's like 5,000, big deal, you know?
That's it. No more assignments. Tonight, the final elimination. Tonight we find out who will walk away with $108,000, who will walk away with nothing, and just who is our mole. And I'll see you a little later on. Thanks for playing.
This is the last stage of their journey. 12 people had set off, but only 3 people made it this far. One of the 3 is about to walk away with all the money that everyone else has worked so hard for. He or she will soon be very rich indeed. Of the 12 people who started this journey, 9 never made it to the end. For those who did, it's been a journey unlike any other.
I came on the show firstly because I thought it'd be an adventure and I thought I'd be doing a whole heap of things that I haven't done before. Secondly, there was a pride issue for me. I had a point to prove to myself in terms of being able to play the game and play it well.
For me, it was a journey of actually, in some ways, discovering my ability and what I can actually do.
I came on the show just for the experience as a whole. I've done a lot of things that I didn't think I would do. All the physical stuff has been the most exciting, the sort of adrenaline pumping activities.
Guys, are you ready?
The first really memorable moment I had was the whitewater rafting, and I haven't felt as charged as I did when we actually finished. I don't think I've felt more a part of a team than I did with Elena, Pete and Yasmin at the end of that.
The Rapids was an amazing experience. Now I look back on it, I actually enjoyed getting scared and getting worried that I'm actually might die.
The free fall feeling and everything, it was excellent. Just conquering that fear.
Probably the biggest rush was the skydiving. No, I felt really important from that experience. I felt like I'd achieved something significant because I was in control of it myself the whole time.
I've always been petrified of sharks. So I was just amazed that I completed today's task. That was pretty major for me.
There were plenty of highlights, but there were also times when some of the contestants just wanted to give up and go home.
The scooter one was bad, but the whole day was a nightmare. I was so scared going up the mountain on the stupid moped.
I'm just petrified now, going over the edge.
The bike's playing.
It's funny in hindsight, you know. I think I had a moped accident and I survived.
I feel really bad about almost causing a serious accident for Elena during the moped sort of bike ride.
I don't really want to keep riding.
I'm trying to make you feel like I've just asked you about 3 times.
Exactly, so I'm going to stop. I'm stopping right now, whether you like it or not.
That for me is probably the lowest point.
You don't get to choose everything, all right?
That and challenging Bob after the weakest link as to what reasons he had for screwing the rest of us over.
And that free pass.
Why don't you tell us now, Robert, instead of the one day?
Yeah. Okay. I want to do something to impress my kids.
Obviously, doing it for his kids. I felt bad that I took out my anger on him and sort of prompted him a little bit unfairly.
I even said at the very beginning that I won't bungee. I hope they don't want us to bungee because I'm not doing it. But when I actually got there, I thought, I really want to do this. I don't know why, but it was just something I really wanted to do. And so it was good to actually have that feeling of wanting to do it.
The bungee for me was very hard to actually admit that I couldn't do something. I literally couldn't do it, along with the skydiving couldn't be done. For me to make it this far is an achievement in itself, and no one can take that from me. So if it's revealed that I'm the runner-up, I mightn't have won the money, but what I've gained as a person is priceless.
If I'm the runner-up, it's going to feel terrible. Having come this far to not win would totally suck.
If I'm revealed as the runner-up, I can tell you now I will be shattered. There's nothing for a runner-up. You either win or you fail.
The journey ends here. Tonight, the final elimination. Shortly, you'll fill out a questionnaire. It will show us who knows the most about the identity of the traitor and what he or she has been doing to sabotage your efforts. The person who knows most wins all the money. Everyone clear?
Yep.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Let's go. This is it. In a moment, I'll take you one by one into each of those tents. One last questionnaire. Who is the traitor? What has he or she been doing to sabotage the rest? This is yours. Elena, good luck.
Thank you.
Each of the contestants will do a computer test, answering 20 questions about the mole. Crystal Rose?
Yes.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Whoever scores highest in the test knows more about the mole than anyone else, and he or she will win all the money in the kitty, $108,000. Mark, good luck.
Thanks.
But to get a high score, a contestant must correctly identify the mole. So which of them has it in them to be the traitor? Who is the traitor? And which of the contestants has correctly identified him or her? There's $108,000 riding on their being right with their suspicion.
I had suspicions of Elena from the beginning, but I disregarded them quite quickly, basically because we got to know each other and I let that stand in the way.
I think that Elena made silly but crucial mistakes along the way that put her right up there as a suspect for being the mole.
Because she is a female and she's small and pretty, a lot of men I know wouldn't suspect her being the mole.
I think the hiking challenge, she was adamant both times that we should take the bags and not take the money.
We take them, leave them. Happy, guys?
Happy.
It's hard to pinpoint a specific reason. It's mainly a gut instinct.
Crystal Rose could definitely be the mole. She's been very inconspicuous. If I were the mole, that would be the approach I'd be taking.
Crystal's a good candidate for the mole because you wouldn't suspect her straight away. And she's clever enough to do it. I think she's proof that she's not the typical model.
She also has the ability to play dumb. And she's not dumb at all. She's highly intelligent. She's switched on the whole time.
There are a couple of things that Crystal has done which might have been an attempt at sabotage.
I seriously thought.
The bungee and the skydive, she didn't do either one of them.
100%, I'm not going.
During the moped bicycle challenge, when Elena left the bike and jumped on the moped, Crystal was very forceful in suggesting that she should ride. Not only did she ride slowly, she actually stopped the bike, put her head between her knees, complained about how hard it was, and that took up a good 2 or 3 minutes of our time.
Well, Mark is a very intellectual person. He's extremely intelligent. He's a lawyer, so he knows how to manipulate people.
He acts all the time, so you don't actually know when he's being himself. He's very good at pretending he hasn't done something or that he has.
When we worked together in the shootout, he really walked into quite a few booby traps, and I was the one that pulled him back because I saw them and he apparently didn't. Back, come on! Up and over.
The day we had to spend the $5,000, he came up with the fantastic idea of the stamps. In the end, it was wrong, and it was a really perfect sabotage.
When he gave us instructions to try and find the bags that had been thrown out of the aeroplane, they were very brief, and it was very difficult to work out where the bags might have been. I'm going to go with my gut instinct, and that's the way it's turning out to be.
Contestants, can you hear me?
Yes. Yeah.
Questionnaires are finished, the answers are in, the results are known. I'd like all of you to stand now. There's a switch in front of your desk. Please move up and stand next to it. Mark, are you standing next to the switch?
Yes.
Crystal Rose?
Yes.
Elena?
Yes.
Good. Shortly, I will say switch on. The winner's tent, and only the tent of the winner, will be illuminated. Understood?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good luck. Switch on.
The winner of $108,000 is about to be revealed.
Come out. It's you. It's you.
It's me.
$108,000.
Oh, that's so cool. Thank you. Thank you.
It's nothing. Now, there is a question. There's a very important question, and I think we need to answer it. Shall we go release them all?
Yeah.
Okay, come on. Out you come.
Crystal Rose, the 21-year-old model, has won $108,000 by correctly identifying the mole. But who is it? Is the mole Mark or Elena?
Shall we go release them all?
Yeah.
Okay, come on.
The mole, the traitor who deceived everyone, is about to be revealed.
Congratulations.
Oh, you're so cool.
Oh my God. How do you feel?
Oh, I couldn't believe it.
Well done.
This is so cool. You did a great job, though.
Well, thanks. God.
You must have been stressed.
Yeah, I was. I'm glad.
Well done. Well done. All right, well, we're missing one. Shall we invite him over?
Yeah.
Mark,
Yes.
would you care to join us, please?
Mark, the 25-year-old lawyer, came so close, but he wins nothing.
How do you feel, mate?
Exhausted and shattered and disappointed.
Who did you think was the mole?
Crystal Rose.
Sorry, darling.
Well done.
You all played a good game. To our mole, well done.
Thanks.
To our winner,
Thank you.
well done. $108,000 in your kitty.
Yes.
You've done very, very well.
Thank you.
And Mark, you beat every other player on the deck.
Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you. Well done.
Thanks.
And you?
And Elena, are you relieved?
Yeah, unbelievably. So glad.
A lot of pressure being the mole.
The mole revealed, but only Crystal Rose picked her as the traitor. So how many assignments did Elena actually sabotage? And how many clues did you see? Episode 1. We tell you that there are 12 contestants, but in the title sequence you only see 11. Elena is missing. Episode 2. The contestants have a choice. Take bags of camping gear or take $1,000 for the prize kitty.
We've got to take stuff with us.
It's Elena who convinces everyone to take the bags and leave the money.
With nothing.
Yeah, with nothing. It's one night under the
For
stars.
$1,000, like it's not worth it.
That night, another $1,000 goes missing from Bob's bag.
Where'd the envelope go?
Okay, it's confession time.
In a video diary you never saw, Elena's mole cam, she confesses all.
That I did actually steal the $1,000.
In the laser shootout, Elena trips an alarm and she leads Yasmin into a dead end. The two of them are caught and it costs them the assignment.
Oh, minute. Oh, I got one.
Episode 3. They must choose a car for Yasmin.
So I was fully aware that she really likes classic cars and older looking cars.
Elena pushes for the Lamborghini.
It's the one. This is going to rock her world, like, seriously. It was obvious to me that she would go for the Bentley.
Yesterday, how much I liked old cars.
The Lamborghini is so not something Yasmin would ever choose, and I knew that. So that was easy, that was good, and it worked well.
That night, a quiz includes one special question.
Which car manufacturer has a black bull as its symbol?
The answer was well known to Elena.
Chrysler.
Lamborghini.
And the team went on to lose $5,000 in the assignment. Episode 4, and the contestants had the surprise of their lives.
Contestants, take off your masks. Welcome to the weakest link.
But the weakest link was only half their assignment. In the waiting room, a folder contained all the questions and answers.
Let me just tell you, the mole is having a ball.
Reading the questions and answers would be cheating, and their prize money would be taken away. It's Elena who shows the folder to Mark. But, lucky for them, Mark wouldn't take the bait. The following day, Elena got everyone lost. The directions Mark sent told them all to go to a horse stud northwest of Burleigh Heads Dam. But those aren't the directions Elena asks for.
We're looking for a dam that's near Burleigh Heads that might have a resort near it.
It sends them on a wild goose chase and they lose $5,000.
We didn't get them.
We didn't do it. Get it? It's all right. It's all right. You run the whole frigging thing.
Episode 5. Elena breaks the law. She uses a phone while driving.
In the rush of it all, I picked it up, so that was easy to do.
And loses the team another $5,000. In the bungee assignment, Anne-Marie refused to jump. And because everyone had to jump to win all the money, it meant that Elena could now jump without putting too much money into the kitty.
Anne-Marie's not going to do it. I'm doing it.
Elena's jump made her less suspicious as the mole.
With the bungee jump, I don't think people will be thinking that the mole would do that because it's a really easy opportunity to just pull out.
How was it, Jerry?
But in a quick act of sabotage, Elena takes money off the team by discouraging Crystal from jumping.
It's bloody scary when you're off it.
That's a really good team.
At Movie World in episode 6, Crystal is in disguise and the others must find her.
As far as sabotage goes, in Movie World, I stopped Mark from walking straight in front of Crystal.
Watch these people's picture.
So that worked really, really well.
Elena steers Mark away from Crystal and loses the team $5,000. In the scooter ride, Elena's accident was genuine, but it wasted time and it nearly cost them the assignment.
Honestly, stay on the bike.
Episode 7. They complete the driving course successfully, but the only person to knock any eggs over was Elena. And it cost them $1,000.
It was really embarrassing to have to purposely run into witches' hats and knock over eggs because it made me look like I'm a really bad driver and I'm not. But, you know, you've got to do these things.
Episode 8, another clue. Elena tells us what it feels like when her name is typed into the elimination computer.
It's total relief when the green screen comes up.
But she's lying. Throughout the series, Elena's name is not once typed into the elimination computer. She's never faced the green screen.
Okay, ready to go?
Yeah, woo!
Later that day, Elena goes first in the paraglide bombing. She was the only one to hit the target.
I was able to figure out that the best way to hit the target was to be right over the top of it and just drop it straight down because there wasn't a great amount of wind. And then my advice to the others was to go to the right of the target.
So you go to the far right of it and try and drop it in. It should,
I don't know if they followed my directions, but none of them hit the target, so I think that worked.
So we need to spoon the bill out and make it nice and big.
In the same episode, Mark and Crystal painted a platypus. To win $5,000, the others had to recognise what animal it was.
I thought it was a platypus.
Yeah, platypus.
I thought it might have been a mole. Today I was just so blatantly being the mole that it was really easy, you know. The minute I said, oh, it's a mole, Bob and Anne-Marie both went, yeah, it's a mole. It's a mole.
Originally it looked like a platypus from the air, but now we've sat down and thought about it amongst ourselves, it's a mole.
It's a mole.
Yet another $5,000 went begging.
Where's the tail?
Last week, Elena cost the team another $5,000 by not parachuting solo.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do the solo. I feel really good about just doing the tandem jump and I don't need to do anything else today. Today was really hard for me because I did that tandem jump and I really wanted to do the solo. I really had to just sit back and let that one go and think, well, one jump's okay, and I still had a blast.
You're going rogue.
Yeah.
And even in this episode, in the final assignment, there was one more piece of sabotage. Each contestant was given $5,000. Elena bets $3,500, doesn't win anything, and yet runs out of money.
Well, there we go. I'm putting 900 on Tom.
$1,500 mysteriously went missing. These are just some of Elena's sabotages. Obvious, perhaps, in hindsight, but no one suspected Elena for sure until the very end. And it was a suspicion that won Crystal Rose over $100,000.
Crystal Rose?
Yes.
All credit due. You didn't suspect Elena the entire way, did you?
No. From round 2 onwards till tonight, I voted Mark all the way. I sat down and wrote a list, and Elena's done quite a few suspicious things that we disregarded, and I had a gut instinct that it was her.
It had to be you. It had to be you. I wandered around and finally found the somebody who, for nobody else, gave me a thrill. With all your faults, I love you still. It had to be you, wonderful you. It had to be you.
I swear to God,
You just never know where the mole's going to pop up next.
Elena, I never would have guessed it was you.
Well, that was the whole point, Pat. But now my job's over and it's your turn.
Yes, Ground Force is back next week at 7:30 with a special Battle of the Nations, Australia versus New Zealand, the decider.
So who wins? Come on, you can tell me. I'm the mole.
No way, not after what you've just done.
All right, well, how about some advice on a new deck?
Now that I can do.
Yeah, it's makeover mayhem as the Aussies take on the Kiwis in a Ground Force International 7:30 next Wednesday. But coming up next, Melbourne-made blue heelers.
Congratulations to Natalie of Victoria, winner of the Mole SMS $25,000 competition. Log on to our website to see how you could have solved the clues.